Ladies and gentlemen, cowgirls and cowboys, please find your seats, remove your Stensons, take off your boots, and get comfortable for the inaugural Straight Shooter Awards, hosted by the one, the only, Justin Martinez, aka Jay the Sports Dude.
Thank you, barkeep, and welcome everybody to our inaugural Straight Shooter Awards, our end of the season ceremony that recognizes the top New Mexico State players from this year. The winners of these awards were decided by the people on Twitter, so shout out to everybody who voted and helped make this happen. Now, I know that we also have a bitter taste in our mouths considering how the season ended, but this episode is a chance to set all of that aside and focus on the positives, which is how well these players performed. Hopefully everybody is staying safe out there, and maybe this can provide you all with a little bit of entertainment. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Up first is the Newcomer of the Year Award, which recognizes the top new player for the Aggies. Our first nominee is Evan Gilliard II, who transferred over from UTEP in the summer and gained eligibility on December 18th. The junior guard averaged 7.5 points and a team-high 2.8 assists per contest, and he helped lead New Mexico State to a perfect 19-0 record while he was suiting up. Our second and final nominee is Sean Williams, who transferred from Eastern Carolina and embraced a key role off the bench for the Aggies. The junior shooting guard averaged 5.1 points in just 14.9 minutes per game, and he had 6 outings of double-digit points this season. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And the winner for the Newcomer of the Year Award, receiving 98% of the votes, is Evan Gilliard II. Congratulations to him for earning an award that recognizes his seamless transition into the Aggie system. Now, next up is our Sixth Man of the Year Award, which recognizes the top New Mexico State player who came off of the bench. Our first nominee is CJ Bobbitt, who came off the bench for 18 games this season. The senior averaged 4.6 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 1.1 assists this season, and he was crucial in spreading the floor at the power forward position. Our second nominee is Terrell Brown, who came off the bench for 11 games this season after being a first-team All-WAC selection last season. The senior averaged 7.4 points, 2 rebounds, and 1.3 assists per game, and he did so while playing through a series of nagging injuries. Our third and final nominee is Sean Williams, who receives his second nomination of the evening. The junior averaged 5.1 points in just 14.9 minutes per game, and he consistently made his mark as a long-range shooter. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And the winner for the Sixth Man of the Year Award, receiving 79% of the votes, is Terrell Brown. Congratulations to him for earning an award that recognizes his constant unselfishness throughout the season. Next up is our Most Improved Player Award, which recognizes the player who made the biggest jump in production from last season to this season. Our first nominee is Ivan Aracoachea, who averaged 9.6 points and 5.3 rebounds in 16.9 minutes per game last season. This year, he upped those numbers to 11.4 points and 5.6 rebounds in 24.2 minutes per game, and he earned a first-team All-WAC selection in the process. Our second nominee is Johnny McCants, who averaged 6.2 points and 4.8 rebounds in 18.1 minutes per game last season. This year, he kicked those stats up to 9.3 points and a team-high 6.2 rebounds in 25.7 minutes per game. Our third and final nominee is Jabari Rice, who averaged 3.4 points and 2.2 rebounds in 10.9 minutes per game last season. This year, he has improved those numbers to 12.8 points and 5.1 rebounds in 26.3 minutes per game, en route to a first-team All-WAC selection as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And the winner for the Most Improved Player Award, receiving 78% of the votes, is Jabari Rice. Congratulations to him for earning an award that recognizes an incredible breakout season for a very promising young athlete. Up next is our Defensive Player of the Year Award, which recognizes the top defending player for New Mexico State. Our first nominee is Terrell Brown, a senior who committed the second fewest fouls per 40 minutes in the entire conference and earned a spot on the WAC's all-defensive team in the process. This is Brown's second nomination of the evening. Our second nominee is Sean Buchanan, a senior who averaged 1 steal a game and also 1 drawn charge per game off the bench for the Aggies, earning the nickname the Mississippi Menace. And our third and final nominee is Johnny McCants, a redshirt junior who protected the rim for New Mexico State all season by averaging a team-high 0.5 blocks per game. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And the winner for the Defensive Player of the Year award, receiving 69% of the votes, is Sean Buchanan. Congratulations to him for winning an award that recognizes how tenacious he was all season. Up next is our Offensive Player of the Year award, which recognizes the top offensive player for New Mexico State this season. Our first nominee is Ivan Arecoechea, who emerged as the best big man in the WAC this season. The Spaniard averaged 11.4 points per game while shooting 57.9% from the floor, and this is his second nomination of the evening. Our second nominee is Trevelin Queen, whose scoring never wavered despite missing 5 games with a tear in his lateral meniscus. The senior still averaged a team-high 13.2 points per game on 47.1% shooting from the floor en route to a second-team All-WAC selection. And our third and final nominee is Jabari Rice, who averaged 12.8 points per game on 46.6% shooting from the floor. This is Rice's second nomination of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And the winner for the Offensive Player of the Year award, receiving 43% of the votes, is Ivan Arecoechea. Congratulations to him on earning an award that recognizes his dominance down low throughout the season. Up next is our Most Valuable Player Award, the big one, which recognizes the most crucial player for New Mexico State's success this season. Our first nominee is Ivan Arecoechea, who was one of just 4 players to take the floor in all 31 of New Mexico State's games this season. The senior averaged 11.4 points, 5.6 rebounds, and nearly 1 assist per contest. This is Arecoechea's second nomination of the evening. Our second nominee is Trevelin Queen, who averaged team highs of 13.2 points and 1.7 steals per game in 26 appearances this season. This is Queen's second nomination of the evening. And our third and final nominee is Jabari Rice, who averaged 12.8 points and 5.1 rebounds per contest while missing just 1 game this season. This is Rice's third nomination of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And the winner for the Most Valuable Player award, receiving 55% of the votes, is Ivan Arecoechea. Congratulations to him on receiving an award that recognizes his constant production for New Mexico State this year. And our final award this evening is Straight Shooter's New Head Honcho Award, where the fans vote on next season's top player for New Mexico State. Our first nominee is Evan Gilliard II, who will be the Aggies' top floor general next season on a squad that is losing multiple backcourt seniors. From facilitating to scoring to playing tight defense, Gilliard is doing it all for the Aggies, and this is his second nomination of the evening. Our second nominee is Johnny McCants, who will anchor the front court for the Aggies next season. As a big man that can handle the ball and shoot it from deep, the Las Cruces native is going to be invaluable for the Aggies next year. This is his second nomination of the evening. And our third and final nominee is Jabari Rice, who enjoyed a breakout season for the Aggies en route to our Most Improved Player award. The sky's the limit for a soon-to-be redshirt junior who already has a first-team All-WAC selection to his name, and this is his fourth nomination of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And the winner for the New Head Honcho Award, receiving 53% of the votes, is Johnny McCants. Congratulations to him on earning an award that recognizes just how much confidence Aggie Nation has in him. But guys, that is going to do it for the inaugural Straight Shooter Awards and our season finale. To think we began this journey back in November, 4 months ago, and now 20 consecutive weeks later, we are here. It's been a great ride, and I really can't say how much I appreciate all the support you guys have shown from the jump. Shout out to my barkeeper for recording his line every episode. Shout out to Charlie Hurley over at New Mexico State for never failing to set up an interview for me. Shout out to the players, of course, for always being willing to talk to me again and again. And like I said, shout out to you guys for listening. This has been Justin Martinez, aka Jay the Sports Dude, and I'll see you guys next season. I'm out.